Game genres. They've got weird names. Where do they come from?
Okay, so you got your two basic categories of genre names. There's the ones that describe how the game plays, like first-person shooter, or real-time strategy, or RPG.
Sure. And then you've got the other kind which just liken to another game. Games like Rogue are roguelikes. Games like Doom are Doom clones. And then there's the ever-controversial Metroidvania.
Controversial? Really?
Well, sort of. There's a bunch of people that think it should have a descriptive name instead of just referencing Metroid.
You know, I get that, but also I always thought it was alright. You know, Metroid is such a specific thing. You get what that means, even if you're not exactly sure what all the elements are that make it unique.
So, just compare it to Metroid and move on with your day.
Exactly. And that's where we get Metroidvania. It's a portmanteau of Metroid, the series that brought us ability-gated nonlinear platforming, and Vania, a cool-sounding nonsense word that doesn't mean anything.
It's from Castlevania.
Castlevania is a portmanteau of castle, a fortified medieval building, and Vania, a cool-sounding nonsense word that doesn't mean anything.
No, I mean Vania is a reference to Symphony of the Night.
Symphony of the Night is a Metroid clone.
I don't know what to tell you, but I googled it, and everything says Metroidvania is equally inspired by Metroid and Castlevania.
We never should have taught that aardvark how to Google things.
Your mom's an aardvark.
Look, Google is wrong. People are making that claim because that's what the name sounds like. They see Metroidvania and they're like, oh, I understand what's going on here, but they don't.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
Yeah.
They're frightened children lost in the dark.
Yeah.
The Castlevania producer said he was inspired by Zelda, not Metroid. Maybe it should be called Zelda-like.
Irrelevant. If you made a game that was inspired by F-Zero and Looney Tunes and ended up with something identical to Mario Kart, you didn't invent a new genre. You just found a really roundabout way to end up at Mario Kart.
I saw a guy do that in a toothpaste ad once.
So if you ever find yourself needing to name a genre, just remember the formula.
Got a game that's like Dark Souls? That's a Soulsvania.
Dealing with a Breath of the Wild clone? You've got a Zeldavania on your hands.
Doom clone keeping you up at night? That's a Doom clone Vania, my friend.
Are puzzle games more your thing? You've got a hankering for Tetrisvanias.
A Sony game that desperately wants to be a Marvel movie? Sounds like an Uncharted Vania.
Got a game in the Haunted Castle series? Better believe that's a Castlevania.